Hey everyone, it's Karadza here. And listen, I just really wanted to share something really casual with you today. It's pretty interesting. I was going through some stuff in my home office, which was an absolute disaster. Just papers and things, binders, and computer pieces. Just piled everywhere, so it was a little bit nuts. It's not computer pieces, like different power bars and laptop mouses and stuff like that. So I don't want you to get the wrong impression. It wasn't too overboard, but it was pretty messy. And I needed a day to really get myself organized. It's kind of like those times when you have a property, you've just been collecting receipts, and now this time of year comes around, tax time, and you're like, oh man, I should have really kind of gotten organized sooner. Now I got to go through all this stuff. It's kind of like that. So I took the morning, I kind of got my head on straight, ready to kind of plow forward with some other stuff. And I came across this. See, you can see it. It's just some yellow pieces of paper. And you know what's amazing about this? Look, there's about 4 or 5 yellow pieces of paper in here, little sticky notes. And there's some numbers on this side, and there's some numbers on this side. But this is how I negotiated to buy a property halfway across the world in Croatia in another language. And it's just sometimes, you sit down, you look at this, and you're like, what the heck was I doing? But it's amazing how when you're in a situation you need to get something done, you can. So you can see here we're talking, 100 euros for this, 100,000, 30,000 for this, 70,000 times 23%. All these different calculations that we were doing. This is my kind of chicken scratch down here. I was trying to figure out some numbers with different costs, right there. We were talking about some of the square footage. Everything's done in square meters there, right? Even though we're with the metric system, we all often talk about square feet. We're not really in the square meters. So I'm like, square meters? What does that work out to? So, we had to work that out to figure out what the square meters, square foot is. So, by not speaking the language and being able to write down some numbers, I managed to get things done. And it's kind of amazing. In full disclosure, I do speak Croatian. I don't speak it fluently at all. Do I speak it well? 50-50 shot. I'm not sure. I guess it depends where you're coming from. If you don't understand anything, you may think I speak it kind of well. If you speak it half decently, you won't think I speak it well. But listen, look, 2 sticky notes, universal. Numbers are universal. Sticky notes, universal across the board. So sometimes, you don't really need to kind of understand exactly everything that's being said. If you can kind of break it down to the information that you need to know and you understand what you're getting yourself into, it still works. So funny stuff. For anyone that thought I was going over there and it was a very sophisticated type of transaction, this will prove you very wrong, and it'll show you how kind of, fly by night sometimes you gotta be to really make things happen. And if you're investing already, that's the drill. We've all been there, we've all done it. So, found it interesting. Hope you do. Until next time, your life, your terms, live your rockstar life. See ya.